Welcome, brave souls, to another exploration of the world's most haunted location, where witches, werewolves, and bailiffs reside. Today, we're venturing into the stunning Austrian Alps to visit Moosham Castle. Be forewarned, as this tale has some disturbing backstories. Now, from a distance, it looks like something straight out of a fairy tale, perched majestically on a hill overlooking the Lungo region. But don't let its beauty fool you. The ground here is soaked in centuries of blood, and its walls echo with the screams of the tortured and the damned. The castle's history goes way back, possibly even to Roman times. It was officially documented in 1191 and has seen its fair share of action. We're talking sieges during the German Peasants' War, being a hideout for a fleeing archbishop, and involvement in at least 45 bloody conflicts. But believe it or not, all that warfare is just the opening act for the real horror story of Moosham Castle. Between 1675 and 1690, this place became the epicenter of one of Europe's most brutal witch hunts, the Zober-Jackal trials. Now, when you think of witch trials, you'll probably picture Salem, but Moosham was different, and in many ways, far more twisted. The hysteria kicked off with the arrest of a woman named Barbara Cullerin. Under torture, she confessed that her son, Jacob, aka Jackal, had made a pact with the devil. She was executed, and the hunt for Jackal began. The authorities then nabbed a 12-year-old beggar boy who claimed Jackal was the leader of a gang of homeless children, teaching them black magic. This confession lit a fuse, leading to the arrest of hundreds of impoverished kids and teens. The stories about Jackal grew so monstrous that the authorities became terrified of him. They preferred to avoid capturing him altogether. So, the most infamous wizard in the region's history was never actually caught. Instead, they just kept rounding up his supposed followers. And the term trial is being generous. This was a factory of death. The castle's grounds hosted the court, the prison, the torture chamber, and the execution site. Of the 139 people executed, a staggering 113 were male. 39 were just children, the youngest being a 10-year-old named Hannah. They were tortured in unimaginable ways, hands cut off, branded with hot irons before being hanged, beheaded, or even burned alive. It's a truly dark stain on history. After the witch hunts finally ended in 1690, you'd think the castle could catch a break. Nope. The church cut its funding, and the place fell into disrepair. Then, things got even weirder. Local livestock started turning up dead and mutilated. The superstitious locals, probably not having learned their lesson, decided the remaining residents of the castle were werewolves. So they stormed the castle, dragged the residents into the courtyard, and murdered them. After that, the castle was completely abandoned. It seems problem-solving back then had a very narrow and very violent focus. Thankfully, in 1886, a wealthy count named Johann Nepomuk Wilczek bought the ruin and restored it. Today, it's still privately owned, but large parts are open to the public. You can tour the beautiful rooms and see his art collection. But you can also visit the not-so-beautiful rooms, like the torture chamber, and that's where things get active. Visitors and staff report all kinds of spooky phenomena. People feel unseen, hands touching them, ghostly breath on their necks, and the constant feeling of being watched. Shadow figures dart down corridors, doors open and close by themselves, and disembodied voices are captured on audio recordings. Footsteps follow you, but when you turn around, there's no one there. One of the most active hotspots is a place known as Tony's Room. This room is named after a particularly cruel bailiff from the 1800s. A man named Anton or Shogun Tony. This guy apparently took immense pleasure in torturing prisoners and was just an all-round terrible person. The locals believed he had sold his soul to the devil. As the legend goes, one stormy night, a figure in black arrived in a carriage drawn by 4 black horses. He knocked on Tony's door and said, "I come from hell, and my prince ordered me to prepare you for your journey." Tony was then dragged away, screaming to his eternal punishment. If only he hit that subscribe button. Oh well. Visitors to his room often report feeling an oppressive, dark presence. I guess Tony decided to stick around after his trip downstairs. So, you have the restless souls of the witch trials, the victims of the werewolf scare, and a sadistic bailiff who might be sharing his room with a demon. Moosham Castle is less of a haunted house and more of a paranormal convention. The sheer volume and variety of suffering this place has seen is staggering, leaving behind an intense, layered haunting that continues to terrify visitors to this day. What do you think is the primary source of the hauntings at Moosham? Is it the executed witches, the cruel Shogun Tony, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories down in the comments. I'd love to read what you think is really going on within those ancient walls. Thanks for joining me on this chilling journey. Until next time, stay curious.